women. And I address Black women specifically because we're the only ones that have been conditioned to believe that a relationship can survive off of penis, prayer, potential, and love alone. Anytime we desire a financially and fiscally responsible and secure man, we're then villainized. We're called gold diggers. We're called prostitutes. We're literally called out of our names for wanting a man to provide for the family that he has created. Men and women will try to guilt you into accepting less. Do not allow anyone to gaslight you into lowering your standards. Women will literally say, at least he has a job, at least he has a car, just because they've accepted less. And men will project on you and say, you're going to die alone, or you're going to be 45, you're going to look up and be single, so you might as well settle now anyway. We're not doing that. We're not doing struggle love. We're not doing the ride or die. We're not getting it out of the mud. It's okay to want people to come to the relationship financially intact. One thing's for sure and two things for certain. Having high standards will save you from low-level experiences, and I've never seen someone who actually meets your high standards complain about them. Stop feeling guilty and stop feeling shame for wanting more. Go where you're desired.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as per the title guys, you can see in today's video, we're going to be talking about this lady that you guys are viewing here on your screen, because I just randomly came across her content on TikTok where she basically were talking about how broke men are mean. And ladies, I thought this was a known fact. You guys know what really surprises me? When I do be scrolling on these social media app, it doesn't necessarily matter if it's TikTok, if it's Facebook, if it is Instagram, if it is YouTube, I will literally be coming across things that to me, I thought these stuff were just common sense, but unfortunately, I have started to realize that that is not the case, because I will see girls either my age, also girls in their 30s, girls in their 40s, girls in their 60s, coming out here pointing out stuff that I already know. But unfortunately, I know that the vast majority of Black girls, we were brought up in household where literally we really didn't have any expectation. We are used to accepting the bare minimum from the least producing males of society. Unfortunately, the majority of us, we were also raised by male identified women. So then when we see these type of stuff, we come out here, and maybe for me, these are something that I look around and I say, well, this is the norm. Like, what are you talking about? We already know that we don't go out here. We don't entertain broke men. We don't entertain men that aren't provider, protector, and professor. We don't entertain the lowest hanging group of society, aka Black male. But then when I come on here and I see so much women sounding off on these stuff, like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, it really scares me. But nonetheless, guys, listen to what this content creator had to say about broke men, and then we will come back with more.
I'm telling you what I know, girls. Broke men are mean, okay? They are mean because they are not happy with themselves. And a man's ability to provide is essential to his confidence, to his self-esteem, just like the way a woman looks is very much associated with how she feels about herself and affects her confidence and her self-esteem. Obviously, rich men can be mean too, okay? But what I'm telling you is, as a whole, 98.9% of men who cannot provide for themselves, like basic necessities that need somebody else to help them with food, shelter, and transportation, men that are not in a place where they want to be in their life, where they are frustrated for prolonged periods of time, they need outlets to vent that frustration. If a man is broke, chances are it's not one day of being broke. It's months, it's years of not being able to do what he needs to do. And there is a pent-up frustration, and he will take it out on the people that are closest to him. The number one person he's taking that out on is his significant other. He will be mean to you. okay? And it can be just a matter of him being snappy and rude, stingy, accusing you of being a gold digger just because you are asking for bare minimum, or just because you are confident. It could be him having a problem with you having confidence in yourself and loving yourself. He'll have a problem with that. Or it could be downright violent. When a man is not where he wants to be, especially financially, the woman in his life is paying for it. And I don't care what couples are smiling on social media, back behind closed doors. If there's money problems and he can't do anything about it, he is mean, he is mean, he is mean. And I'm telling you, if you are not married to this man, if you don't have to stay there, run. Because again, it's not just about money. It's not just about superficial things, vacations, bags, whatever. Yeah, of course it's nice. But what it's about is when a man is not comfortable in his manhood, when he does not feel like a man, when he feels like he needs to be in a different place, that is an internal struggle, okay? And that is something that nobody can solve for him, but the people around him are the ones paying for it. Can he be still mean if he has money? Sure. Does his money make him feel like he can control you? Of course. But that's when you always have your own. So that's a whole different conversation. But I'm telling you, when a man is broke, when a man cannot do basic things for himself, when he needs you for a place to live, when he's driving your vehicle, he's mean to you. There's a couple things I didn't mention before. If you are in a position where you are okay and stable financially, but he is not, and you are helping him, it may start off fine, and he's grateful and he's nice, but I'm telling you, it's going to wear off, okay? And he'll start to resent you. He will have this resent towards you. He'll have the secret competition with you. Anytime you start shining bright or, getting a lot of compliments from other people, he's going to have a problem with that. He's going to sabotage a lot of things that are important to you, like birthdays, things like that, because he's jealous of you. And it's because he does not feel good about himself. And it again, starts off great. He's grateful, all the things, but he can only hold that up for so long, because there is an internal thing. And I'm going to tell you why it is. Because you represent everything he is not. He is not in a man's position. He is in a feminine damsel in distress role. You are in a masculine role. He's in feminine energy, you're in masculine energy. And for a man, that's not okay. Okay? And I'm not speaking from a gold digger, superficial, it's nothing like that. I want you to think about this, girls. Think about when you feel ugly, when you feel overweight, when you feel, let's say you had a time when you were a teenager and your face was just full of acne, and you remember how terrible you felt. You didn't even want to go outside. Sometimes it got really, really dangerous, the way your thoughts were. And not only is it from the pressures of society, how we are pressured to look a certain way, but also we internalize that. We believe so much of our worth comes from what we look like as women. And unfortunately, it's a thing. It's a thing, okay? Think about how that affects you. Well, imagine that for a man, but it's not in the looks department. It's in the provider department. It's important to them. And when they're not in a good space, it's going to hurt you. I believe there's a time and a place that men and women should and should not be dating. Like, there's a time, like if you, certain times in a person's life is not the time they should be trying to, like, I feel like if you're fresh out of a breakup and you're hurting and bleeding and stuff, that's not the time to get a new man. Just like for a man, it's not the time for him when he can't keep a roof over his own head. That's not a time to find a female. That's just not, because you just aren't yourself. I think the dynamic is different if it's a teamwork situation, and let's say he lost his job or something very unfortunate, or he fell ill or something and wasn't able to work. That is a completely different conversation. I'm talking about you are in a position where you're stable and good, and you happen to meet somebody that is not stable, and you guys start a relationship together. It's not going to work. And one of three things will happen. He's going to get on his feet because of you, but take the resources that you invested and he put it in another woman, because that woman will actually make him feel like a man. Number two, you will get so tired of his toxicity that you won't care what he does with the resources he got from the relationship. You just want him gone. Okay? Here, ding, ding, ding. Or number three, you stay there, but you're miserable. You don't speak your truth. You start grinding your teeth. You get ulcers. You start having health problems, and you hate your life. It is not good for a man's self-esteem when he is broke. It's not good for anyone's self-esteem when they're broke, but what it does to a man is not the same as what it does to a woman. And if you have the option to leave when he is in that frustrating part of his life, you're really not supposed to be there. Now, if y'all are married or whatever, that's a completely different story. I can't tell you what to do. You can either take heed and take the advice of someone who's been there and done that, or you can be stubborn and hard-headed, and you are the one also wasting years of your life and time and money and resources that you will never get back. So it's up to you.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And to be honest, I thoroughly agree with every single thing that she said. I don't really feel like I should add anything else on to what she had to say. I think it is ludicrous that we even have to come out here and talk about these stuff with you in the first place, because again, a man who's not at his best, a man who's not in a financial situation, you as a woman, you're literally gonna be his punching bag, because just like she so eloquently say, these males, they're not happy within themselves, so there's literally impossible for them to come out here and how anyone around them, even if they see that you're happy, just like she mentioned, they don't have their stuff together. So if you happen to have yourself together, these males, because they're miserable from within, they're also gonna want to make you feel the same way. But I also wanted to hop on here and bring a little few comments for you guys also. So as you guys can see, the first commentator say they pretend to be sweet, thoughtful, kind at first to get you to open up. Watch out. This one says, so true. I experienced the same. The person who is humble will say the meanest word you'll never imagine he would. This one say, OMG, this I finally threw him out because he said, well, I always had money before. Yeah, but you didn't for the 2.5 years we were together. Ladies, like, what? You're with a man for 2.5 long years and you're allowing this male to leash off of you? Ladies, like, we really need to do better. This one say, you just described my marriage? I agree with you. A man who cannot provide for himself is a shame. If a woman he loves help him financially, it does something to him. It is unspoken. This is precisely why I continuously come out here and say, ladies, never build with a man. If a man want the privilege, the honor to form part of your life, he should come correct or don't come at all. A man who's not financially stable, these male are very insecure, and if you as a woman, you do have your stuff together, one way or another, they're gonna make you pay for one, getting with their broke ass. Two, so as a woman, how dare you be doing better than me in this patriarchy society? And we already know, when you are as a gorgeous, beautiful woman who happen to also have your stuff together, then these leashes, they're gonna try to make your self-worth go down. They're gonna try to make you feel that you're not that girl. This is also why I will highly advocate about from y'all going and getting with these low, dirty, who on a regular day you wouldn't give a chance. And believe me, these male be the Chucky within the whole relationship, but somehow they're gonna try to flip the script, make you feel that you're the ugly one within the relationship. This one say, my ex trust fund emasculated him and is actually really sad. This one say, I'm going through that now. We're getting a divorce too. He wants me to help, which is fine. I pay some bills and food. He say that's still not good enough. He want me to spend money on him. I mean, spend, like, what? This one say the rich one too, there is no hope, lol. I think it is quite interesting that oftentimes when we come out here and talk about these broke male and their shortcoming, you guys notice there will always be a pick-me-sha within the comment section trying to say, oh, well, wealthy rich men, they're the same way. Trust and believe me, you can't compare a broke man who know that he has absolutely no value to anyone's life. Can't compare that to a man who has his ish together. And yes, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We're gonna have these good and bad days. But if I have to choose between having a man who's financially stable, who can provide for me, who can love, respect, cherish me, and a broke ass who want me to take care of him, just like this previous commentator say, that even though she has been fronting the bill, her Dusty has had the audacity to tell her she's not spending enough on him. How you know I told you guys over and over that these men want to be the princesses and the queen of society? And lastly, this person say 100% correct. So ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this content creator coming out here and saying broke men, they're very angry, they're very mean. And do I agree with her? 1,000%. Do I feel that y'all should stop dating these people? 1,000,000,000%. Nonetheless, guys, this is all that I have to say on this whole predicament. What are your thoughts and opinion now? Please get in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
Black women, it's time to hold ourselves accountable because we are reaping what we sowed. We have lied and gassed black men up for centuries, letting them think that they are kings with no kingdoms, letting them think that they are the emperor when they are naked. And now we are dealing with the consequences of those actions. Instead of being honest with black men and requiring them to do better for not only themselves, but the community that they help create, we have allowed them to tear it apart and then put it back together quietly behind their backs and then still let them get the credit for it.